basement.
I don't look for things to match an idea in my head. I get the idea when I find something. I was going to take out this whole wall and have it all open, but when I took down part of the wall, I thought, well, why not leave these beams in place? And then I thought, why not cover them with some burlap that I had sitting around in the garage that I had used for some arborvitae bushes when they were young to protect them in the winter. I found 15 of these poles in a bundle at Goodwill for $6.99, and I thought, hey, I could make a wall of poles here, right? And then I get the idea to drill out little indentations so that the poles fit in there real nice. These are aquarium decorations, and I got them. And then after I get something, then I think, what am I going to do with it? What do you think these skulls still need?
A new brain.
No, I think I need more skulls here. So I put the rest of these up. Here's another thing someone threw out. And they threw it out because it was broken. I can find where it was broken. Right on this side, it's broken, and there's like 2 or 3 of these that are missing. But you know what? So what? I did glue some of the ones that were cracked. I'm going to glue this one yet, I see. And then I want to light it up somehow. But I don't want to be having an electric light in it and another thing to plug in. So I thought this would be good for a candle if it's safe. So I looked around, and I had saved this. Someone gave us a candle for Christmas one year, and it has this purple glass. And I don't know, I thought I'm just going to save that. I don't know why. Just for another candle. Seemed a shame to throw it out in the recycling. So what I'm doing here is putting a tea light in it, and it just fits. It just fits right in there, and it's a safe thing with the tea light. I did light it up, and it glowed purple, and it looked really nice. So I'm hanging this back up. Got to glue that one spot yet, though, before I do. If I said that these display cases came about only because I found these rope sconce shades at Goodwill, again at Goodwill, both of them for $2.50 each. And then I started thinking, now what can I do with that? Can I just hang it on the wall? But no. Then I thought, hey, let's make it the centerpiece of a display. And then I saw all the scraps of wood I had from the engineered flooring, and decided to make matching ones to fit the space. This is how the room's coming right now. I've got some lighting going on here. Well, this is what started the whole thing when I thought of a tiki room down in the basement. And I thought this storage room, which was full of stuff that nobody was really using, I have to find homes for it where people will appreciate it and use it, and open this up because the floor hadn't been cleaned in 60 years, and there was some moisture, and there was, the bottom timbers were rotted. Some of them were rotted. This one we have to replace yet. Some of them were rotted so badly they had turned into potting soil, basically. But this old kitchen cabinet that had been sitting down here, I wanted to strip it of the paint, and I wanted to just have it natural with some polyurethane, a little stain on it. But it turned out there were 4 layers of paint on it, all the way back to 1895. There was like a off-white color, and then there was a yellow, and then there was a mint green, and then my mother painted it circus colors like red and green with a really strong paint that must have been like a lacquery paint, because that paint soaked through the other paints in some places and stained the wood red and green. So I really didn't have any choice except to paint it. So I got some paint, kind of like a lava rock color, and I painted it. But now I have to put a back on it because I'm going to put some tiki mugs here, and I need a little back. So I'm going to look at the scrap pile and put together something that can make a little edge on the back so stuff doesn't pop off the back accidentally and break. Okay, an old landscape timber that was laying out in the yard for many years, and that gave me the idea to hang it up on the ceiling of the tiki room. But I just didn't want to hang up a timber, so I thought, well, maybe it could look like a ship's timber or something. And I couldn't find any kind of free net, so I ended up at a hobby store, and I got this little piece of net, and it looks realistic enough. It was about $4. It's not really big, but big enough for what I'm going to do. So what I've done is stapled it onto the landscape timber, and then I looked around in the junk area by the tool bench, and I found some of these eye bolts. So I drilled a hole through the timber, put the eye bolt through, and I put it on very tightly with a couple of nuts on this side, and I have another eye bolt on this side. And when I hang this up, there's no chance of this slipping out and falling and killing somebody. I wouldn't want to just do it with a hook. So I got these tightened on here. I got 2 of them on for extra safety. So the next step is to put something on the other end of the netting so that I can stretch it out and hang it up. I wanted some old fishing floats to put on the end of the net. So here's something I actually went looking for, and these are old cedar fishing floats from a net, and I bought them for the 5. It was $12. I don't often go out looking for something to buy, but I really did want something like this for the end of the net. So I'm going to go ahead and string these on a rope, and I'm going to weave it into the end of this net. It's only a 12 by 12 space here, and I don't have the lights on right now, but I have put up a net that's going to hang over the bar right over there. So what do you think of that? My thoughts exactly. It's pulling in the middle, and it's really skinny in the middle. So what I'm doing is I'm weaving some jute rope to strengthen each edge. I'm hoping that'll pull it out straight so it doesn't look so jammed up here. I mean, right in the middle here, it's gotten all narrow. It's got room to expand. It just doesn't want to expand by itself, stay in place. Let's see what this rope does. Well, the rope shorted up a little bit. It sure doesn't look big once you put it on the ceiling as compared to what it looked like. But the rope woven in there, tied off, looks a lot better. And I threw in that scarf pieces that look like kind of look like seaweed. And then there's a few starfish. I would never buy anything at a store. I don't like that they catch these creatures and kill them and dry them out. But these are all from a rummage sale for about 10 cents. 10 cents each. Okay, well, it's not exactly as great as I thought it would be, but it's small. I got the floats. I got the floats strung up on this end. See it with the light out here. And it's hanging kind of right, it's kind of hanging over the bar, a little bit behind the bar. Here's another little thing. The cashier said, "What is it?" I said, "Hell if I know what it is." I think it had a glass in here, and it was some kind of thing that's supposed to look like a little nautical thing. The glass was broken. I think I got it for 99 cents or 50 cents or something. I said, "I don't know what it is, but it looks nautical, and I'm going to hang it on the ceiling in a tiki room." So you find stuff, and then you think, what can you do with it? And I've passed up lots of stuff, but the things I find, I just start thinking about it. And if I think I can make something of it, then I'm going to get it.